Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I'm looking at a news story from the Wall Street Journal reporting that OpenAI is getting desperate in its attempt to convert to a for-profit status. Let's jump into it. All right, so the Wall Street Journal has an exclusive story here that OpenAI executives are growing concerned that their planned transition to a for-profit entity is looking less and less likely to be approved by the leadership of California and Delaware. And it seems that the situation has gotten bad enough that OpenAI is considering leaving the state of California entirely, which honestly could be a good thing for the company regardless of this latest for-profit nonprofit issue. But let's dive into this a bit more. So first off, based on the language of this report, I have to assume that this leak came from within OpenAI itself because it serves as a veiled threat to the California political leadership. OpenAI seems to be trying to leverage the California Attorney General into approving the company's transition in order to avoid being blamed for chasing off a highly prominent tech company. This is probably not the sort of thing that you'd want to threaten directly to the California political establishment, as it could anger them and trigger any kind of irrational reaction. I think it's a bit smarter here to deliver this through the press in order to subtly raise the prospect of OpenAI leaving the state. And I suspect the leaker in this case is Sam Altman himself. The article just says, quote, "OpenAI executives are growing concerned," unquote. It doesn't directly quote anyone specifically, and it doesn't even say the source was someone not authorized to speak on the matter. And I suspect it doesn't say that because the leak came from Sam Altman himself, who is obviously authorized to speak on any matter related to OpenAI. Secondly, I find it interesting that down in this article, it seems pretty obvious that OpenAI has tried to corrupt the California Democrat Party machinery in this matter. They have apparently hired someone with close ties to Governor Gavin Newsom and have paraded around the state promising $50 million to support nonprofit and community organizations, which are almost certainly just a cog in the Democrat Party machinery of the state. And lastly, to wrap up, let's just take stock of OpenAI's positions right now. I think they're at the most vulnerable and weakest position they have been in for the last 2 or so years. Their latest model, GPT-5, was poorly received. They're going to be going to trial with Elon Musk next year. Who knows how that's going to turn out? They're under pressure from politicians in multiple states over safety concerns. They are still closely tied with Microsoft and would like to escape that relationship. They're in a war for talent with high-resource competitors, and they have yet to turn a profit. I'm not saying OpenAI is doomed by any means, but if they do fold in the next couple of years, I think we would all have to admit that the warning signs were there. But that's all I have on OpenAI today. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.